Hi guys, in today's battle report we're going to play 40k 6th edition rules. I don't have the new 7th edition ones yet, so we're going to keep playing 6th until I get them. We're going to play Orks versus Necrons, and again on the Orks, the original rules was at 4th edition I think. We're going to use those rules, not the new codex. I know it just came out, but I haven't got my hands on it yet, so that's what we got. So here's the armies. Leading the Ork force today is a big mech with a custom force field, and he has cyborg body, I think. For the first troop choice, we have a group of 12 Ard boys. We have a big shooter and the knob with a boss pole and power claw. For the second troop choice, we have a group of 12 boys with a big shooter and the knob has a power claw and boss pole. As an elite choice, we have one group of Ludas, and with the Ludas we have the mech boy with a custom mega blaster. For some heavy support, we stole these 3 guard tanks, and all 3 will be Luda wagons with boom guns and a big shooter. Both boy squads took a truck as a dedicated transport, so these are both going to be trucks, both with a big shooter. And for a fast attack choice, we have a group of 5 Defcopters with twin-linked rocket launchers. And rounding it off, we have a Dakajet with 3 twin-linked super shooters. Okay, for the Necron side, for the HQs, we have a Destroyer Lord with a Resurrection Orb. We have an Overlord with a Res Orb. He has a Staff of Light and Mind Shackle Scarabs, and the one that gives him a 2-up armor save. And then we have a Royal Court Lord with a Res Orb and Mind Shackle Scarabs also. The Overlord is the Warlord. For the first troop choice, we have a group of 10 warriors. For the second troop choice, we have a group of 20 warriors. For the elite choice, we have one group of 9 Praetorians, and I didn't realize after I made the list that I don't have 9 Praetorians, so we used some Lich Guard as proxy models. Okay, and finally that group of 10 warriors took a Ghost Ark as a dedicated transport, and that is the Necron army. Okay, after deployment, the Orks won the roll-off, and they deployed the Ard boys over here behind this little train. The Looted and the Ludas, I should say, and then the big mech joined with them, and they're next to the Ard boys' truck. So first turn, they're going to jump in there and take off. The rest of the boys are in their truck. Defcopters are over here. The 3 Looteds are over there, and then in response to the Hammer and Anvil deployment, we have the Praetorians, who are just kind of balled up over there with their Overlord, or their Lord behind them. The Overlord joining with the 20 squad, and they're over there. Ghost Ark is parked there in front of the warriors, and then the other group of 10 warriors with the Lord with the Res Orb are in those ruins over there. And they already rolled off. They did not. Necrons did not steal first turn, so we'll be back after Ork turn 1. Okay, after the Orks turn 1, the Orks all move forward. The Ard boys moved forward. The Ludas and the big mech got into that truck. Move forward, move forward. He failed his dangerous train and took a wound. And then the 3 Ludas moved forward. All 3 of them shot at the Ghost Ark, and they did strip off 1 hull point off the Ghost Ark. Did drop 6 of those warriors, but all but 1 of them made their reanimation, stood back up. And that warrior squad over there did lose 1 guy who didn't make his reanimation. And that is pretty much it. On to Necrons, turn 1. Okay, after the Necrons turn 1, the warriors move forward, all of them move forward, and the Ghost Ark move forward, and realized they were still just out of their 24-inch range of the Orks, so they went ahead and ran and flat out moved forward. And then that Ghost Ark did repair one of the warriors there, so that 10-man warrior squad is full up again. The Praetorians and the Lord here, they went into this bunker. They occupied the bunker, and we are treating these as bunkers. They have armor 14, and each window is a firing point that 2 guys can fire from. So they're really good bunkers to get into. The Orks are going to have a lot of troubles getting them out of these bunkers. On to Ork turn 2. Okay, after Ork turn 2, the Ard boys moved forward, and they decided not to charge that building. They took a gamble and they just ran closer, so that next turn they could charge it. These 2 trucks moved forward. Dakajet moved in. Dakajet and the Defcopters moved forward. Those 2 Ludens both pushed that, so they are just gonna be pointless back over there. That one moved forward onto the hill to get a better angle of fire. So then that looted wagon, all those 5 rockets, all 3 super shooters, both big shooters on the trucks, the big shooter from the boys, and the looters all fired at the Ghost Ark and only managed to strip off 1 hull point. It was a relatively horrible round for the Orks. So we will be back after Necron turn 2. Okay, Necron's turn 2. The warriors all move forward. Those warriors move forward over there. They're going to try to get into the other bunker. The warriors in the Ghost Ark fired at that looted wagon and did wreck it. Those warriors fired at that truck, and they did not manage to get through its armor. And those Praetorians inside fired at that truck, and they also did not manage to get through its armor. So that was kind of a lucky turn for Orks. We'll see what happens on turn 3. Okay, after the Orks turn 3, the Ard boys moved forward and assaulted the building and did manage to get a penetrating hit on it, but did not reduce its armor value. Just did a few wounds for the guys inside, so it wasn't too terrible, but not really great either. The Ludas stayed put. Ludas in their truck stayed put, but that truck moved forward, and the Dakajet, that truck, plus the guys inside, plus that truck, all fired at that warriors and did kill off 15 warriors, and 10 of them made their reanimation protocol. That Luda fired at the warriors and did get a smidge on that Ghost Ark, but didn't do anything on the Ghost Ark, but did remove a few of the warriors, which of course made some of them make their reanimation. That one fired at the Ghost Ark and didn't really do anything. So there we are at the Orks turn 3. We'll be back after Necrons. Okay, after Necron's turn 3, these warriors move forward. They were just out of reach of the Ghost Ark's repair ability, so they did not get any kind of repair, but the second warrior squad was, and they repaired back to full strength again. The Ghost Ark did one set of flares at the looted wagon, did not do anything. The second set of flares at this truck and stripped a hull point. These warriors fired at the truck and stripped another hull point. The Praetorians inside fired at the Ard boys, but did not manage to get through the custom force field thing that's going on. So there we are at the end of 3, on to turn 4. Alright, after the Orks turn 4, the Defcopters moved, shot at that, and did strip off a whole point. He's down to 1. We might finish him off. I doubt it. This Luda moved forward and shot at that squad, deviated back onto himself, and removed a whole point and stunned him. That looted pushed that. This truck moved over on top of the hill. The boys disembarked, shot at these warriors. The def guns from that shot at these warriors and removed a few. And then the Ork boys assaulted them, failed the assault, and are now fleeing and running off the table because Ork boys lose in salt to warriors. There's a dead pile. It's horrible. Oh yeah, that knob over there did 3 glancing hits into the guys inside and managed to kill 1 of them. So they're down to 5 inside plus the Lord. So on to Necron's turn 4. Okay, after the Necrons turn 4, these warriors move forward. They did repair a few of them. They shot at that poor boy squad and finished them off. This Ghost Ark moved back a little bit, fired 1 set of flares, full ballistic skill at the Luda and did nothing. The second side snap fired at the truck and finished it off. The Ramshackle did nothing. Those warriors embarked into the building and then shot at the Luda and did nothing. Praetorians inside shot at the Ard boys that are hanging out over here and did kill off a couple of them. And that's what it is. So that's the end of 4. We rolled, and it is nighttime now. So dusk has fallen. We'll see if the Orks can survive in the dark. On after Orks turn 5. Okay, after the Orks turn 5, the Deathcopters moved, shot at that, and did nothing. I think he made his jinx saves. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault. Don't blame us. Looted, moved forward, and snap fired over here. Didn't do anything really major. Dakajet flew back in this turn, fired at them, managed to kill a few of them off, and they actually failed some reanimation finally, so they are whittled down, but not nearly enough. That knob assaulted and took out that building, finally causing them to have to disembark. One of the Praetorians got caught in the building as it was collapsing. It was epic. It was awesome. We might as well just count that a victory right there and just go home. That's what I think. Nobody agrees with me, but that's what I think. So there we are after turn 5. Orks will be back after Necrons. Alright, at the end of the Necrons turn 5, these Necrons all kind of piled into the junk pile, shot at the Deathcopters, and did manage to take off a wound of that guy right there. The Ghost Orks flares fired at and popped that looted wagon. He finished him off. Those guys all rapid fired into that, looted, and took off 1 whole point, and that was it. Over here, these guys jumped over, shot at, and then assaulted, and then won the assault. So those Ard boys are also fleeing off the table. And at that point, the Orks are going to call it. We have not even managed to get a single kill point off the Necrons. They are completely still on the table. And Necrons already have 4 kill points, plus 1 for First Blood, and they'll get score 1 more over there for that fling unit. So this is a Necron victory 6-0. Go Necrons! Thanks for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, I just had a quick question. I used a different camera this time. So let me know if you like the new camera or if you like the old camera better. So other than that, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, and game on.